Hi, how's everybody doing today? It's the middle of the day. It's like 3, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well today. This is going to be a reading for work gossip, like your job, career, and even institution, like if you go to school. We can include some no high school, no high schoolers, please. The lovers. So this is the lovers. Anyways, this is going to be for, yes, the Four of Pentacles, for your job or your career, or like I said, a university, college. I'm going to pick 3 cards. Those will be your options to choose from. Option 1. Where'd you go? Option 2. Oh no, no. And then option 3 is next. Hold on. Okay. Knight of Swords. Okay. So option 1, option 2, whoa, and option 3, Temperance in reverse. We're going to flip that. No, we're going to keep it. For option 1, you have the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I think someone's got the hots for you at your job. And number 2, the Ace of Swords. Someone definitely probably wants to talk to you at your job. I'm not sure what it's about, but that is, they want to talk to you about their ding dong. And then we got Temperance in reverse for number 3. So make your pick. I'm going to do, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do cherry pick. No, I'm not going to do cherry pick. So we're starting with option 1, the Ace of Wands. This one's a really pretty Ace of Wands, and it was in the upright. So this person's attracted to you, not unattracted to you. They're not here to gossip about your looks in a bad way. I think they want to talk to you. This person may be a ginger, or they like gingers, or maybe you're a ginger. You have red hair, or they have red hair, whatever. Orange hair. A lot of fire, though. Definitely got fire for you. Okay. So, this is the gossip at your job. I don't know what your job is yet. I don't think think of some things, and maybe we'll go with these next. So, for this Ace of Wands, okay, so they kept it a secret. They're a secret admirer. Oh God, they're hypnotized by you. I think you're gorgeous, like a mermaid. I'm a mermaid. I was talking to someone the other day about my hair. I don't usually have my hair down. I have it down now because I just cleaned it up and brushed it, and I haven't put it up yet. But once I put it up, it stays up until whenever, right? But I had my hair down the other day, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so long." They're not British, and I'm not either in this terrible British accent. But yeah, see, it's very long. I like my long hair. And so, yes, I'm like a mermaid. She says, yes. And I'm like, oh my, I was just making a joke. I'm not really like a mermaid. I just read tarot cards and I think about mermaids because I'm like that. Okay, so yeah, they definitely think you are like ruby red, beautiful. Maybe your name is Ruby or something with a ruby. Ruby just means love, like the stone of love. I like one more of these, and then I move on to the next ones. So this Ace of Wands is your like as a mermaid. Oh, they think you're very smart. Good. I mean, they think you're really good at your job. You're very creative, and you think outside the box. Maybe do something with paint. There's a lot of watercolor imagery here. Ew, what is that? I cleaned up again because of that spider. The spider was hella. I watched the video later and I could see it climbing up the wall. Oh my God, I hate spiders. So yeah, they can see starting a family with you almost. Like they want to take you out of work. They've never taken you. They never went out with you. They want to go out with you. Like I guess maybe for drinks. We'll see. The unseen. Okay, yeah. They're terrified to let you know that they like you. Can you see all those? Okay, good, because I gotta remember to cut it off like right here. Whatever. So, the Knight of Swords. So yeah, they want to come in and tell you this, obviously, but they're not. Maybe they're a mentor figure. Oh, they're okay. Maybe they're like a boss or something. You see what I'm saying? Someone that really not has anything to lose to talk to you, but somebody that they got to make sure they really want to, if they want to, and that they kind of probably want to feel it out, and make sure you want to before they want to, take that shit outside the box, basically. If they're ready to, they don't really want to stay in the shadows. So either you're a mentor figure to them or they're a mentor figure to you. It could be vice versa. You might be work buddies and y'all help each other out. I'm not sure what job I'm getting. I'm not getting anything particular yet. Like I said, only some watercolor because lots of painting imagery. So maybe you're in school and if you have an art class, this person must be in your art class. But this is somebody that you either go to for some guidance on your work stuff only. We're keeping this work only. So you could, well, maybe you do other things. Oh, yeah. Let's have to stay on the work topic. So, yes, this is somebody that you look up to, or they look up to you, or vice versa, like both. You guys might be. But yeah, so they're not trying to tell you, but they dream of you. They're very dreamy. Ooh, okay, a very dreamy individual. Picture like a mermaid and how they go, not like the Little Mermaid, although you may, oh, Ariel had red hair. Oh, maybe Ariel. So pretty. So, anyways, I'm not saying you're an Ariel. It might be just more of the mythicalness of the sirens. How they give out a siren's plea. So they must really like your voice. I think that's what I'm getting at. Come on, fingers. They're dry. So they know that the moment they talk to you, oh gosh, no, okay, so maybe you're the mentor. You unknowingly give them little pearls of wisdom throughout your hangout. I don't know, we'll talk. But it causes a ripple effect in their life. At work, they see you as like a shining star. They think that you're like the best thing at your institution, your job, whatever. They think that you're like the best employee there. Maybe you're their mentor. But you're very strong, obviously. I pulled the strength card. They say you're very strong. You're well guarded. You have like a shield. Oh, okay. You get the Destiny card. So they say that you're basically, okay. They dream about you, like I said. Oh, they have sexual dreams about you. Maybe that's what started this gossip. So, well, if it's gossip, that means I have to be talking to somebody about it, right? I wonder who. I haven't got into the little cards yet, which got more info in them. It's got different types. Okay, so. I think that's just so sweet that they like your voice. Maybe you sing. Maybe you're a singer. Because they like it. I think that's sweet. Divine guidance. The box, the seed. Okay, so it started out as an idea. They want to plant the seed, but they're waiting for the perfect opportunity. Yeah, you make them weak. Weak. Okay. They're trying to build up courage and strength to match you, I guess, to tell you. Interesting. They want to tell you. So since this is love, see, I don't know why I was drawn to bring my little red deck out. So I did. And we'll use that next. So, what else do we have? Anything else? Yeah, they want to see you. They want to hang out with you like in a casual environment. They want to see you in casual clothes. They're sick of seeing you in your uniform. Not that this is your uniform, but you see how she's all wearing things. And here she's just relaxed. She's in her nightgown. Okay? So, lots of strength on the table. So they definitely think you're very strong. I heart you. That's beautiful. It says, when they really knew how much they were loved. Oh God, they're like, if you only knew how much I loved you, and how they look forward to seeing you every day. They like picture when someone has a crush, like when you're little kids, and they want to write your name and your name and their name and all that jazz. They want to write names together. It's kind of how this is. They just heart you, heart, 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 hearts. It's so cute. They love that you're very nice to everybody. So you must be very good with, very fair. You're like a love magnet, okay? Okay, so whenever they, okay, so I'm guessing that they had a dream about you that sparked all of this. It was explosive at first. They were very, that's why I said it was a sexy dream, a sexual dream about you. I forgot the box. Okay. So yeah, we're not going to get into that. But yes, they said that it made them fall in love with you and it changed everything. So maybe this person is someone that you don't really like at work and they love you now. They just can't even stop thinking about you. They want you to they say that you get angry at them often, okay? They know you have options. That's one of the reasons why they probably stay in the shadows, stay unseen. They haven't told you yet, but they're definitely a secret admirer. And they fell in love with you, and it changed everything. Maybe they didn't like you. Maybe you're not nice to this person. Or I don't know, people clash. But they can think of, they think of, what is it? They constantly think of all the reasons that they love you. They're in love with you. Like they just, like I said, they're just drawing your name everywhere, thinking about you nonstop, wondering what it's like under your clothes. They had a dream, so they're like, I'm pretty sure I know what it looks like. What is this? Urius. So yeah, very Aquarius to this person. They have an Aquarius vibe about you. Star family, maybe. Maybe they're part of your soul tribe, your star family, something like this. Oh, smoker's cough, I'm sorry. It's so unbecoming. Okay, so, okay, that's why I said they love that you're a very creative thinker, that you think outside the box. I guess you do everything you're doing and you nail it. Like, they're really like, and they were not expecting to have this happen to them. It was like a flip the script moment. Almost like sensuality. Almost like there's two cards here. Oh, the romance card. Oof, they might want to bring you a flower. But I also got that they were giving you oral pleasure. So maybe they were oral pleasuring you in the dream because this is a big old pussy flower. So anyways, the energy, you see how they're looking though. Like, oh my gosh. Like totally taken aback by that big old flower that you had in the dream. Okay. Yeah, they think you're very inventive. They said that you're not afraid. They like that you're not afraid to stand up for yourself or just voice your opinions in general. But you're very open. You're not stubborn. They like that you're very open and non-stubborn. Oh, okay. More Aquarius got 11th house, 6th house. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So they think, I guess maybe you guys are at school and you're learning, or maybe you're at work and you're moving up the ladder. But they basically, or like you have a part-time job maybe, and this person wants wishes you worked full-time with them, and they're gonna. The more time they have around you, the more chances they have to work towards coming up with a way to talk to you about how they like you. They're a big fan of your work. They think that you guys would do good together. Maybe you guys could create things together. Especially I've been thinking art class, so maybe I don't know. Okay, and they love that you always did you take time for other people. Yeah, like you're very humanitarian. You know, you always wish people good hopes and wishes. Like you're very positive energy, and you think of your future. You're a free spirit. You don't have a big circle of friends. They want to be a part of your circle. You know, they don't want to just be an association. They want to be a friend because they say that you got a lot of associations. Like you know a lot of people, but they're not your friend. So you're very popular, you know what I mean? I guess because you're just so awesome and you on the other side. And a love magnet, because okay, this person's like says you have options, so I guess you have a lot of people looking at you, you know, trying to talk to you maybe. And they don't want to just be work friends, they want to be friends. Well, they want to be more than friends. I see love literally where one, two, three, four. Four loves right now. They're solid in their love. No, they really do love you. Ooh, puppy love. Not even. Okay. I'm gonna put these over here. Okay. Okay, well now I'm like, hold on, let me move everything because I'm just like, forget this, you know. Because I don't want it over there. Yeah, there's decks everywhere. Oh my God, I'm such a mess right now. Pluto underneath. So yes, platonic relationships. They're tired of being in the cold, so to speak. They want to be on your Mars. They think you're sexy. They're tired of locking up their emotions like ice, you know, like they're tired of that. They do not wish to do that. They want you. And they want to, oh God, they really want to tell you. They want a victory over it, that's for sure. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to take this. Start with the big cards first because they're the most awkward to shuffle. Okay. They must help you a lot. You know, they must be like that person that you know. It's just very friendly. What signs did we get? Aquarius, and maybe Libra. So, no, Virgo, excuse me. There's no Leo. There's even a Pisces. So we got Pisces, Aquarius. Whenever I get the planet, it always makes me think of the first house. So it's like you have a very dreamy look about you. Like big time. It shows in your appearance. I swear, they want to show you that they're a really good boyfriend. Like they're a good relationship person. They would show you all the ways that you would love them. And I guess they don't flirt with you at all. Like I said, this was in the shadows, you know. All this is like thought patterns. There's the mentor card. That's what I'm saying. There may be someone in a mentor position where you are, and there's like a line that needs to be crossed, I guess. I don't know. They could just be scared. Oh, I forgot this deck. Mm-mm. I'm about to switch decks again because I just can't stand shuffling when nothing happens. Okay. Okay, so they're going to be, they were maybe going through something tough, or they see that you were going through something tough. So that cycle is ending with a judge. So yeah, they've surrendered the divine guidance. They've given it to the divine. They're holding the vision. They think of you. But while they do that, they're working through their fears to talk to you. Not looking at any more cards. So it says, commitment is being tested. Time to give rather than take, and have faith in your dreams. So that's kind of like, I think that's where you're at. This is where they see you. So maybe one of the reasons why they haven't talked to you about it, because something with a past commitment didn't work out. Like maybe you're coming out of a breakup recently, or this the last one you had. It did not work out, and you dream. Like I guess maybe you focus on your career and your dreams. Yeah, lots of transformation and bees, lots of work. So maybe this person thinks you work too much. They love you. They love that you're a hard worker. And they can see that you're focusing on you. Like not selfishly. You're not selfish. This person really likes you. They don't want you to think that you think they don't want you to think that they think you're selfish. Do not. It is not the case. So basically, oof, they see it as, yeah, you're giving to yourself right now. So they're kind of like, they don't want to be the person that interrupts your healing, I guess. Barges in. They don't want to be a rebound. There you go. They just said that to me. I'm not trying to be a rebound. That's interesting. Do people even have rebounds? I don't date. I don't know these things. I'm very. I don't date. Don't have a life. Okay. Yeah. They dream about you. Yeah. They were like, what did the dream mean? Oh my God. You know. Rich boy and a glass of water. So this person might have money. Or you might, rich boy. Whoever the boy is the one that has the money on them. So maybe they don't have a lot of money. Or maybe they do. Oh God, there's love again. And tasty. Yeah, okay. They want to take you out to eat. They think that you're, yeah, they really want you. You're a tall glass of water on a hot day type of thing. They're thirsty. So they would definitely like to take you out for a drink and a bite to eat. And they wanted to know what their dream meant. So maybe they did some research into it and then they figured out that they were in love with you. Okay. This person's an empath. So this person, yeah, the quiet, shy, silent type. Hobbies, okay? This is also my little hobbies card because look at all those little hobbies. They got gardening, growing corn, gardening. That's basically all there is in there. But yes, you guys, maybe this is a class that you take, your painting class. Like I said, just a hobby, not like a school and you have a class where you paint, but like you actually go like to the community center and you paint. This person's there. Maybe they're the teacher at the painting thing. Yeah, remember, I'm not talking to any young people. I'm talking to grown people, like 20 and up, maybe. I mean, 20, I don't even know. I don't put a cap on people's brains. So I'm just saying, I'm talking to young people that are actually like in elementary schools and high schools and middle schools. No, thank you. I don't, I'm too random. I talk too ratchet. Too ratchet for that. So, yeah. So this person, maybe they just don't want to cross that line with you because they have a higher up position than you. Maybe you're the student and they're a teacher. They teach you art or something like this, but they love you. Makes me think that they paint you. Oh yeah, they definitely didn't used to think this way. They've always noticed that you're special. They always liked you, okay, as a person. You always, I'm guessing you have that fun charm about you. And they noticed it, but they were very cold. Not like their treatment, but like their temperature. Their sexy temperatures, okay? Yeah, I guess because you didn't show them any attention. So they were just like, oh, okay, try to keep their feelings in check. And I guess this dream just flipped the switch for them. They were probably like, oh my God, I already thought they were very sexy. But now I'm like, oof, yeah, the, the oyster and the pearls. They realized once they got to know you and you opened up, or when this person opens up, maybe. But they're saying once they got to know you and you opened up more and you let them like more into, I guess, yourself. Like they just learned as they learned more about you, as you slowly opened your clam. They I guess that's when they maybe invoke a dream. This was in reverse, but like, oh God, dropped the ball on that one. So maybe they've tried to tell you before. So it always makes me feel like someone looking for the right opportunity. The vultures aren't like eagles. They're not catching live prey. They're catching dead prey. They're eating owl. They're eating dead things, you know? So it's like, I have a feeling that this person, I don't know, he just popped up. Yeah, maybe it's a he. But yeah, they saw you. Okay. They saw that you're a bit broody. Okay, so that's why I said they could see that you were going through something and you needed to take time to heal. They didn't want to talk to you too soon and have you just reject them because you just weren't ready to date and then have it be like, well, I blew my one and only chance with this person. How am I supposed to come at her again unless I'm like that guy? And something tells me they're not that guy that's always like, hey, mama, I want to date you. What are you doing? Oh, God, I knew a guy like that when I was a teenager. So persistently wrong at pursuing. But anyways, he doesn't want to be that guy. Or she. We'll say she too because. But this does look like they're picturing a feminine. Oh gosh, what are we at? 28 minutes. Jeez, man, these meetings are too long for me. Not for me, but probably for people. Oh shit. So I don't know. I just feel like there's one more in here. So anyways, yes. So they might have tried to take opportunities towards it, but it didn't work. And I don't even think you knew about it. Like, it's like kind of like picturing like the girl's like doing something and they come up and then she walks off and they're like, oh, maybe not right now. I guess it wasn't the time. That's what they saw. Stingray, yes. Okay, so something with their chakras. Okay, like a kundalini or whatever. Okay, you light them up basically. You make them feel things in their chakras, like butterflies in their stomach, heart racing, locks in the throat, constant in the head, imagining futures, to catching random boners. Like you really make this person light up. You hit all their little, like a pinball machine. Ding, 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 ding. Like you make them, you give them, like, I don't know, I guess they feel so energetic around you. I like your energy. Rich girl and rich boy. Oh, that is so sweet. They think that you're the rich girl to their rich boy, or vice versa. And they say you're hella ambitious. I have random notes in there. I don't know why. Yes, you're hella ambitious. But yeah, they're saying that basically you're rich with your energy and your vibe and your flow and who you are. Your character is very rich. And they are too. I think that they just don't let it out because they're shy. They say you act too much like a boy, not in a bad way, but they really love the way you dress. And it's kind of like masculineness. But maybe you're not around running around flaunting it, but you're smoking hot though, like a boy. So that makes it also think of your past relationships. So maybe that's what it was like. They cheated on you, things like this. Oh, but you need the lamb underneath. They just think you're just the sweetest little thing. That's so cute. Okay. You stole their heart. Yeah. They don't want to be a consolation prize. So they're trying really hard to not let anyone swoop in and talk to you first. Whenever they see people talking to you, it makes them be like broody, like, not because they have like a dominance over you or like a need to claim, not at all. It's more so because they they haven't taken their chance and they don't want to see other people take their chance because they haven't taken it and they're like no because who knows what'll happen. Yeah, exactly, they're worried that you'll end up being someone else's sweetheart. But they're thinking, they're consulting people, maybe like close friends, maybe just themselves, maybe praying, anything like this, but they're thinking long and hard on how to approach you. They want to maybe give you just a message even. That's cute. Something with the color green, that's for sure. It's getting cold in here. The heater must have cut off. Did I already do these? I did. What's the bottom of the deck? Child. Boom. So they're worried that they're not mature mentally. Like they know they're. I think this person is very mature, but they're inexperienced. There you go. They don't got a whole lot of experience with approaching women, I'm guessing. So it causes lots of stress for them because they really want to approach you. But they don't know how because they don't have a lot of experience with that. Surrender to the divine. So yeah, they gave it to God, so to speak. They just let it go. And they're like, I'm gonna figure it out. But then I think that they're starting to see that you're pulling out, maybe. You're starting to open up to others more. Maybe you're looking like you're ready to date. So they're like, oh no, 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 no. I gotta come up with an idea. I gotta do this. I gotta talk to this person. I gotta let them know. Okay. Yeah, transformation. They were waiting for you to basically be available to date again, and maybe you are. And they're like, okay, I'm sliding in. I'm coming in. That's cute. Oh, shit. The Philosopher's Stone. That always makes me think of the name Phil. Maybe their name is Phil. Or maybe just Sagittarius energy. Don't ask me why Phil makes me think of Sagittarius energy. But definitely, this always also makes me think of Phil Collins and how he got cheated on by his wife. Okay, so they say that basically you came out of that and you've done nothing but uh, go work towards your wishes and goals and achieving them. And they see you doing that, like it's working. See, time to shine, create create energetic resonance. So like they say that your energy takes this is what really takes them by storm. They really like your energy. And they like that you're able to just like you apply yourself and you do it. No BS. You're a go-getter. They really like that. So if this is work, they like your work. They like your workflow. Teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. They think that you're a great student, so maybe this is someone that teaches you something. Clearing, make room for growth. So that they can see that you've been clearing the way to have a new relationship. And I think that they realize that you've cleared. And now they realize, okay, now that it's time for me to step up to the plate. Tell us this person how I feel. I wonder, we're gonna try to get some temperance. So yeah, they're very, very tempered. And belladonna, hold on. Azalea, okay. They're trying to find their balance and get centered. They're breaking the silence. They say that they sit around just watching and they listen too much. They listen to you talk a lot. They like to listen to you talk. That doesn't change. They enjoy your voice. That's what I told you. The siren. They like your voice. So they could sit there forever and listen to you, but they're ready to break the silence and be very assertive. Rise up, stand stronger and true. So they're ready to just come through and be like, yes, that's my baby. Oh, you're my baby. We got 2 decks left. I'm doing this one last. Oh no, we got 3. That one's next. These are just some tarot. I'm gonna pull a couple of them. Any side message before I wrap up? We're gonna go into their looks. I know I don't like to talk about people's looks, but this is to identify them because you never know how many people like you. Because remember, I pulled that options card. You got options. The Knight of Wands. So that Knight of Wands always makes me laugh. He's a magical little knight, and he's got a cat. Oh, it's so cute. Maybe this person has a cat. But this Knight of Wands is always like my go-getter Knight of Wands, not like that player type. He's coming in with the rod, and he's gonna slay the dragon. You know, he's gonna get to the top of that mountain, and he's gonna slay that dragon, which is talking to you, and I guess letting you know how he feels. So see it as a good passion drive, not like the one that's in and out. It's much different with this deck for me. Because I see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, it's like you're almost waiting for this. Yeah, you're very abundant. Okay, this lady's surrounded by grapes and trees and even a cachet of gold. Oh my God, so many kitties. Oh my God, they're just so cute. I've never seen all those kitties before. Look at all those little kitties. They're just so cute. I love little kitties. Yeah, your destiny is to um, be the Queen of Pentacles, and I guess you're well on your way there. But see, the Queen of Pentacles is like, self-sufficient, self-reliant, but takes care of others. Very giving, very grounded bitch. So the Hermit, yeah, they sat back and they've been waiting for the right time. Oh my God, and the whole time they've been sitting around thinking, they see that you're alone. You must like nature. And maybe you like campfires. This person might want to take you out camping. Maybe this person's a camper. A Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're ready to tell you. But you see all the little hearts and bubbles? They just blow bubbles for you, basically. They love you. They just got such a cute crush on you. They wanna come and give you all of that. They don't care. Oh my God, there's a shark under him. I've never noticed that. See? So he's trying to beat the shark to you. He's gonna come and swoop in, basically. He doesn't want you with another shark. Must be shark-infested waters. But if you're the Queen of Pentacles, I don't think you need any help with that. But either way, that just shows you how they feel towards you. They're like, they can see that other people are not good for you, you know? Oh, the Lovers, there you go. But in the dark, the backside, not the front. So they're just still at this phase where they're wishing on a star. They want to make a nice romantic contract with you. Yeah, they wished for you. Oh, so many wishes. Yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting for the right time. It's the Eight of Cups. They're not the walking away. The one that's sitting there watching someone else leave. So they watch you hermit out, basically, because it's like the hermit guy in the card there. Can you see? I think you can. Yeah, and we got the hermit there. So they sat there very patiently. They may be younger than you. So the masculine's older there. Someone might have, there's a slight age difference. We don't know it. I don't know if that's a boy or a girl. It looks like a girl. It looks like a little girl. But it makes me think that, yeah, they're like, what is it? They think that basically you guys would heal that you guys would make a great relationship. I think they think that you're like the ideal match for them. Well, if they think that you're the ideal match for them, why don't they come up and say it already? Oh, they're in a self-imprisonment. But they've been enlightened. As I said, maybe you started dating. And they were like, wait, hold on, you're dating? No, who are you dating? I'm not letting you date the sharks. Oh, the world card. So pretty. Gosh, I just love this world card. They think the world of you. See, look, she's got that red hair. Maybe you got some nice red hair. Like I said, like Ariel. Even she's got purple around her. Very royal. Regality. A balance of feminine and masculine energies. Pink and blue. Oh, she's so pretty. I love that card. Okay. So let me just get through this. Oh my gosh. Okay, the world card popped out again. So, oh, with another one. Okay, excitement. Okay. Justice. You get your own justice. You're not a spiteful person. You kind of let bygones be bygones, you know? You have a sword of truth right there. But it's got some lines on it. It's not in her, woo! It's not in the hand of the justice. She has it stored, tucked away. So you're very peaceful. You're not actively seeking justice for anything. You're very at peace. There's no justice to be served. You're free. There you go. You're free. You've been freed from whatever in life. And yeah, it's because justice was served for you for something. The balance was restored. It closed that chapter, you know? So that's part of your past. And they see that you're free and they want to be your lover. They want to sweep in. Okay, so these cards are going to tell me just a little bit more, and I'm going to maybe try to pull out some identities for masculine and feminine. So I'll take like 3 cards. Her fun. Oh my God, this person probably wants to marry you. Okay, so they may be older, but they definitely have an older mindset. This person has, not that they're running around trying to get married, but that's what they want for their future. They want to be a married person. So yeah, he's holding the redhead. He's holding the redhead's hair. He's rubbing her head. So he's very fond of that one. So, also looks like the 2 women that are on the other card. I think it's the Lover's card. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, they want to give to you in bed. Red hair again. Yeah, you totally must have red hair. Maybe you dye your hair red. Doesn't have to be natural. Oh. See it as you're the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, they like your ass. They want to grab your ass bad. They really like your legs. Something with your feet too. Yeah, they say that you're a bit icy, but maybe they know what you've been through. So they don't hate that you're icy. They get that you're icy. This could also be happening around winter and fall. Yeah. He's got his head up in her boobs, like motorboating them. This guy wants to motorboat your boobs. He must really like your boobies. Okay. They may work out. There's only 2 masculines in this picture. 3. They're both hella muscular. They're all hella muscular, but younger. Okay? So if you're an older woman, there's someone that's younger than you. My God, they just want to grab your ass. You need to calm down. So, I see it as you're quiet, but you're not loud with your sexuality. You keep like a Virgo. You have a very Virgoic approach to the other sex. You're very well mannered and strict. And Queen of Pentacles twice. Queen of Pentacles twice. So you're hella solid, you know? You got your ducks in a row. And this little heart has been following me the whole time. These are pentacles, 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 pentacles. That makes more sense. So this is the Two of Pentacles. They chose you. She's got red hair too, and a bun. Maybe you wear a bun. Maybe you have long hair too. There's some brunettes here too. But with the brunette woman, then the guy's got the red hair. So someone's a redhead. And you may burn sage. Something with the color green. They like the color green on you. So maybe you have green eyes. Yeah, see, this person's got the star right there. She's wishing on a star. He's coming up right behind her, I guess, as that wish fulfillment. That's him coming up, sneaking up on you, not literally creeping on you. But it's like destiny. Let's not forget we have a destiny card right here. The Queen of Pentacles. It's your destiny to be the Queen of Pentacles. So now that you've become that or well on your way there, this person wants to come find you and tell you. So they definitely, oh my gosh. Okay, this lets me know that all the little things you do, anything that you do, if you're painting, you're fixing your hair, you have a very delicate feminine touch, and they really like that. I think they want to touch it. They also would like to give you a massage, maybe a foot massage and an ass massage, because this guy's hugging that lady's butt. Like, look how much he's holding it on. I'm trying to get a look. I mean, look at that. He's just like cupping that ass and pulling it in. It's like, bring it to me. He must really. As oh yeah, that's true. I said you had a dream probably about giving you some oral. Okay, so yeah, they think you're tasty. They love the way you dress. They say it's very tomboyish, and they know that you kind of close yourself off like that because of past relationships. You're not the, I mean, you're very Virgoic with your appearance. Okay. Yeah, they just want to give, give, give to you. They want to be like, yeah, they might play video games. Makes me think of that game. What's the name of that game? Forge of Empires? That one that's always on the TV. Hey, that girl in the commercial's a redhead. So think about it. Okay, so that's your gossip at your work, institute, or schooling, or something like this. Some type of place you attend, most likely for some hobbies. And that's what this person is. You have them in a very platonic energy, and they really want to come out and tell you. They look for you though. They search for your social media, and whether you have it or not. So if you have social media, I believe they found it or they're interested in knowing about it. So if you're interested in this person, if you know who I'm talking about, maybe give them maybe get a social media and talk to them, and through it use it, because it'll help them. But it's only if you actually want to encourage the relationship. But I mean, the Lovers and the Hierophant, hey, God, this person could be a future husband for you or wife, future spouse. Okay, you've got the Queen of Cups right here. So yeah, they see that you're just ready. And the Ten of Swords, they're ready. They look out and they see the sun. Okay, I'm not looking no more. We are done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Goodbye, piles. One, cheers. Coming out strong with your romance. Let's see. 49 minutes of romance. Not even romance, but you get my point. Okay, I'll clean this up and move on to pile 2. reach over. Okay. My hair. Ugh, I need to trim my hair. As long as I love it, as much as I love it being long, I need to trim it. One of the reasons why I've been leaving it down and trying to let it relax. There has a tendency to wave up and get wavy, a little curly, because it's so long. I don't think anyone's listening, but I'm talking to myself, I guess. Anyway, because it's so long, it has a lot of weight, pulls it all down. So there isn't much wave or curl going on, but it still has, like, grooves. But when I leave it out, the weight literally straightens it because it's so heavy. Look at that song. Camille Cabello. This person, yeah, they took it. Very addicted to you. Sometimes. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Let's work fast. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Just turn the camera off, but it takes so long to make the videos merge together. I did it yesterday for the first time. I used some type of editor on my iPad to combine the two videos because I had to go get a battery. Not a battery, but I had to go get my charger. So I ended up merging those two videos together. It worked out, but oh god, it took like a freaking half hour just to rewrite it together. It was ridiculous. So I'm not really the biggest on editing. I like it raw and natural. Times is so glad you exist. Yeah. These cards smell like cardboard. And used to. I wonder why. Hopes that they're right side up. That's why they get upside down. I just don't pay enough attention. That's why I don't really read into the reversal. Because I haven't set the deck as a reversal. That doesn't mean I'm opposed to reading it in reverse and that the reverse happens. It's kind of like a gut feeling at the very moment it happens. If I don't catch that gut feeling, I don't do it. Put that over there. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. I could almost taste it. I'm almost there. Hustle, hustle, woman, hustle. Get it going. Oh my god, so many cards. Oh, come on, no. Oh, what's in the worst spot? I don't want to drag it. Oh god, my back. Oh my god, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm a sucker for the way that you move, babe. And I could try to run, but it would be useless. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm almost done. I'm almost ready for pile two. Pile two, 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 two. Okay, last deck. Why did I write the time? I forgot I had to clean this up. Okay, that's done. Now we're on to BAM! Pile two. 56, 54. I'm writing it down. Jeez, that took me like almost 10 minutes. Okay, pile two. What's the gossip about you? Put mine on my cards. I'm gonna bring them over there as I go. So, Ace of Swords. Okay. Something about information. New information. Conversation. Something new. So maybe you just got this job and you're the new employee. And with that golden laurel, something tells me you're doing hella good at your job. Almost like you were born to do it. You were born for this job. Okay? So that's what the gossip is there, that you're extremely good at your job. Gosh. I'm not getting any extra cards right now. These are the ones I want. So, oh, there we go. The gem. Okay, yeah, they definitely are very happy that you work there. You are a gem. Something tells me that you're like that employee that comes in and just fixes everything up. Like you were born for that job type of thing. Like literally, so it just comes super easy to you. And they're like, oh my God, thank God we hired this person. They're amazing for this job. They're born for this. It's literally. So I'm not getting a specific person like with group one. Group one was a one person that just wanted to come through from their I guess their hobbies. I'm not sure. From somewhere in their life, they really wanted to come through and let pile one know that you love them. Shapeshifter. So they said that basically you could do anything. Whatever job they put you on, you do it. They had no idea you had such a wide skill set, multifaceted, you know? You're very open, like not open, multifaceted, like I said. It's a lot of rings. You might wear rings. But you're, oh, those are like those bracelets that always constantly roll. Like, well, they're rings. They say the rings, but ring doesn't have to be a finger ring. These are like hoop rings. You know those bracelets where it's like 5, 6, 7 different rings all intertwined together, but they make a bracelet and they kind of roll? Something like that. Okay? You're very, okay, how do I put that into words? you might have a bracelet like that for sure, but basically you can put on, you can, oh, how could I explain that? This one's tough to explain. People try to do like you. People try to copy you, and they can't, because what you do is from within. Yeah, you're very deep. Okay, the seven ring, the rings, basically they, oh God, how come I can't explain that to you? Okay, just when you pull out one of your bangles and you show them that you work, right? Then you have another that you can roll into and use. So that you're very good at shape shifting. You're very good at sliding. There you go, sliding different types of great qualities about yourself for the job. You're very good at pulling them out when needed. And there's a lot of people around you copying this. They're trying to be like you, but they can't be you. You are you. You're the only you. So they're like, okay, you're a good role model. They want to put you as maybe someone that trains people, like a trainer, because you're very, I don't know. You could also wear a lot of jewelry and rings and bracelets. I wish I had my book. I would read the ring for you right now because it's literally only giving me just the stuff about the bracelets. Like it does. Except for Ariana Grande's Seven Rings song. I don't know that song, so I can't actually sing it, but maybe that's what has something to do with it. Maybe you look like her, maybe you act like her, maybe you're a singer. Okay, so you recently had to go through some type of thing. Maybe you had to fight, maybe you got in an argument and you had to prove, yeah, okay. When you got hired, you really wanted to prove yourself. You did. They love it. And they think that you're a very sound mind. You might be a mom, but you're very successful at whatever job it is that you just recently got hired for. And they're extremely happy that they hired you. And yeah, something with your confidence. You have great confidence and healing nature. You're very joyful and it spreads, you know? You're very spreading with your joy, success. Yeah, they didn't know if you would be able to switch gears. There you go. Kind of like switching gears. Like switching gears. You can switch gears and change up into whatever needed for whatever job it is that they're having you do. So maybe your job's constantly changing and adapting. You're never quite doing the same thing twice. They're saying that they're impressed. They're so happy that you work for them, that you have that job with them. I like that. They appreciate you at your job. They might give you health benefits. Maybe you have like a pay raise. Maybe they want to give you, because you did this entry level stuff, they're ready to promote you maybe. And with that is going to come some healthcare, maybe healthcare stuff. Just one like three. Time to release negativity. So maybe you didn't realize that you were so awesomely multifaceted. And you're like, no, I'm not that great. I'm not that good at doing my job. You own it. You are. You very much are. It's just some negativity speaking. You seem to, I think you do own it. You do balance out. But you do have a tendency to let negativity creep in on you. And think that maybe you're not doing the best you could do. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So they say you're a bit stone cold worker. But you know, you're probably married to the job. Something like that. But like one Well, I mean, we've been rolling with 4, so let's just do 2 more. So, okay, well, hearing this, oh God, snatching the ring, I get it. Okay, you know how they used to have like certain prizes where if you could grab the ring from someone's hand, you won a prize? So this person like reached out. Okay, they took a chance on you by hiring you, and you reached for the gold, and you did it. Okay, almost overnight. Like you said, you were born for this. Mm. Oh my God, where is the card? I can't. Okay. Is that the spider up there? I'm gonna have to go up there and get that motherfucker. So yes, they can see. Oop, they can see that you're very spiritual, but that you're coming out of some mild darkness. Lots of purple. You're constantly in your thoughts. You may be psychic. Okay, because we do get the balance, spirituality and practicality, and lots of purple going on. So maybe your psychic is what helps with this. You're able to, you know, slide into different roles and know exactly how to do them just because of your own psychic nature. Hmm. And yeah, something tells me they might want to give you a promotion. They're watching you for to give you a upgrade of something, pay raise, something like this. Your work might have to do with spirituality or the practicality side, but they see that you're very in touch with yourself. You're very majestic. Oh, your hard work is paying off. They see that you're a hard worker. They do not overlook you. It's like you being as great and confident as you are is like a resemblance of them, so to speak. And they're like, yes, we love this person. We're so glad we hired them. I say we because they don't feel like this is one specific person. This really does feel like a group gossip. So that's what makes me think maybe you just got hired somewhere and they just evaluating you. You know, they're like, hey, so and so, how are they doing? Okay, well, they also think you're very cute, good looking. A dreamy look of soulful love. So, okay, well, this is coming through. I don't know why, but basically, you have options. Oh, you're very grateful. They think, you know, your success, you're very, you have a lot of gratitude, self-gratitude. This is attractive to people. Okay. You're going to meet, these people are like soulmates for you. I think they're part of your soul family. And so it's not so much about the hubba. Let's flip it. But they think that you're a very dreamy person. That's spirituality and practicality. But you practice gratitude. You're very questioning and why, like you seek answers. Like I said, you try to grab the ring. You don't criticize others. You like to guide, pay attention, you like to help, and you give basically all of it you're supposed to, but you're balanced with it. You're very, you know, you don't put yourself out to make other people to go out you don't go out your way like that for people at work, but you do have a really good knowing, an inner knowing, okay, of how much to give and how much not to give, and it makes you very successful. You know, they're like a go-getter. I think you're a go-getter. That's really cool. Take one more, please. And they don't criticize you. So they're not sitting back, you know, gossiping and criticizing you. They think that you're a hidden gem. Literally the hidden gem. Sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good, it's always there. So they say that you're good at doing that. You're very healthy in the mind. And you oh, excuse me. Like I said, you're very researching. You have questions, you get the answers. You ask, you look for clues, and you see a lot of hidden. So that's maybe your psyche. You have a very you have a way of finding the good and looking at the positive side of things. Okay, that you make everyone around smile. You spread love and joy at the workplace. That lady that brings muffins to work. I would be that lady if I had a job. I'd bring muffins every day for everybody. And maybe they'd be baked by me, maybe not, I don't know. I would definitely be ready to be baking them myself because I like to bake muffins. Aquarius, that's some more of that giving energy. Eighth house, Scorpio. Get the Scorpio card too. So you might have some Aquarius, some Scorpio, and some Cancer. Like I said, you were like born to do this. Having this job gives you lots of security for your home, lots of support. This work team is very supportive. Okay, so something tells me that whatever it is you're doing, if you haven't done it ever before in your life, it's something from your past life. That's why you're so great at it, because you're tapping into some past life stuff, like energy, whatever. But you always make sure to, yeah, as I said, you have a very good balance of not putting yourself out in the cold. You've done that in the past and you've learned your lesson. And then we got, yeah, you're very go with the flow. Oh, like a golden bird. But you have a lot of personal power. You invoke change in people. I guess maybe you make them want to, like I said, they want to be like you. They see you do it, they're like, wow, I can do that too. But you know things. You have like the scorpionic energy, like I said. You have a lot of mysteries of life, and you've experienced a lot of ups and downs because of your Scorpio-ness. You've had to deal with a lot of changes, okay, death cards, so to speak, lots of tower moments. You have a vision though, and you're unconventional with all of your whatever you do it very unconventionally. That's why they're always like, wow, I can't believe that that worked out. This person did not look like they would be able to do whatever job it is they're doing. Maybe you do something, maybe you became a secretary at a lawyer's office, okay? Don't mind my arm itching. Maybe you're working on a farm too. That guy's working on a farm. But they think that you're very smart and experimentative. That's what gives you all of this success. Yeah, so you're a little eccentric, and like the Aquarius vibe. But they contribute your success at the workplace to your awesome little Aquariusness. Oh, and you're just beautiful. People just like you. Okay, they enjoy looking at you. They think you're charming, beautiful, all in the little easy ways. Like I said, you've got a very got a feminine touch. You got a feminine's touch to everything. Okay, you attract a lot of people. A lot of people will see you as a good time. Not like the cheese, not the stinky one. Like one that's like they would, if they had a company party, they would definitely enjoy you there, just because you're just beautiful to them. We don't need this deck. And then we're gonna go with these. Oh my gosh, I gotta pee all of a sudden. What are we at? 114? Not bad. Oh my, come on. Dance. So maybe this is dancing. Maybe you dance on the side because, like I said, you're very spiritual. Maybe do some spiritual dancing. They say you're very patient. Your patience is very good in their opinion for this job. Something's telling me like a knower of all, but a master of none. Like maybe that's something you feel like you know and you can figure out almost all tasks, but you're never really a master at that. I mean, except for the things you do master. Maybe you do master everything you touch. Did anything flip? Yeah, I knew something flipped. It says the elements. So total balance. Oh my gosh, yeah. And you're very powerful. You cleanse and purify and protect your physical body. That's that health card. And they think that it's all thanks to your positivity that helps you cleanse and release any negative things. Like maybe you work really hard, but you come to work fresh every day, healing again. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. So they definitely think that, like maybe you work in maybe you're working in an department that has to do with healing others, and they just think that you're a great reflection of their company, of their business, of their job. You're a great like image for them. Like you do the job well. Joy, health, okay, power symbol. They say you got a lot of power in you, but you don't. That's what the justice card is. Like you're very domineering. Birds of paradise again. Okay, I love that card. It's so funny. So yes, they love you. Have a lot of self-respect for yourself. You do affirmations, maybe self-love affirmations, things like this. They love it. They think it's great. I'm starting to get cold. Ooh. I'm gonna put a sweater on after I'm done with this reading. So yeah, see, it says that the elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. As I said, they say that you're extremely well balanced, and that helps you with your job. Size was in reverse. I'm gonna keep it in reverse. So you never sit around. You're never lazy. You're never feeling down on yourself. You're always, like I said, you got a lot of gratitude for every moment in life, even the downs. You don't sigh. You're not a sigher. And if you are, it's only just for fun. This whole deck is upside down. So they say that you're very faithful to your, I guess, your mantras. You know, you're very loyal. You treat yourself with a lot of respect, and it shows in the way you treat others, which makes you perfect for this job. Old woman, they could see you working there for a long time. You might be an older woman too, but they see you basically, you're going to stay put with them. They're going to hold on to you. They're going to, as I said, maybe they're thinking of a pay raise or something because they want to keep you. They don't want you to look anywhere else for work. So maybe you need money, not money, but maybe you know what I mean? Yeah. You might be on your own, single parent, single, yeah. You're single. Oh, and you're ready to mingle. Look at that. There might be someone at work that has a crush on you. We're not getting into that. Maybe you watch pile one. Maybe that's who that is, because that person had a crush. Okay, sorry, my stomach's acting up. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. Ooh, I gotta pee. I forgot I have to pee. Yeah, you might not have always been this awesome and balanced. Your past might have been what brought you here. As I say, you might be older, not old, but older. So maybe like 30s, something like this. What do we got? Any ages? No, I do not have any ages for you. 35. That's the most I can get for the 30s. Yeah, yeah. Try again. Oh God, there's so many cards. Okay. Ouch. Oh, my elbow. Okay, so yeah, like I said, did I mention children? I believe I did. Okay. So something tells me, yes, single parent. That's what I said. You might be a single parent. Ooh, who's that? Hello? Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, that's great. Okay, sorry. So yes, I don't think she knows I record. It's okay though. You can hear her voice. She'll never know her name. We must keep it private for her. So, lost control. So that's why I said you might not have always been someone in control so much, but you definitely are now. And woo, that's like that's the Venus, I guess. So yeah, there might be a few people at work interested in you sexually, relationship wise. Okay, yes, sexually. There's a few people they see their work environment sees it. You might have had like I said, you're a single mother. You had a past relationship that didn't work out. And the person that you were with, obviously, you put an end to that relationship. So now you just have your daughter, or maybe daughter, no, daughter or son, anything, any kid. But you've learned lessons. You've been around the block, so to speak. Not in a physical sense. I mean, maybe, who knows? But uh, basically, you're on to people's you're on to the scene of that, of people being like, "Aruga," and you're like, no, I ain't about that. So you might be very, what's the word? You're very easygoing too. People find you natural beauty, naturally beautiful. I thought that was going to be my daughter. I was not expecting the male. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, your last relationship was hell. And that's probably what was making you lose control so much. Did I already do this? Yes, let's put that over there. Okay. We got what, 3 more decks? Yeah, you're single. And you're attracting a lot of single men. Yeah, he's looking at you with hungry eyes. I don't like that. This is you. You're like an angel. So, if there's someone hitting on you, like openly hitting on you, they're not necessarily good. Oh, yeah, here we go. Ten of Pentacles. There is someone there, though. An older man. They may have a dog, even. But they might be the person from pile one. It was a mentor. You might want to watch pile one. Just, only if you're interested in the love stuff. Because I'm pretty sure maybe that could be connected. It doesn't talk about a specific job, so I would like 2 more. One. What is this? Oh, the Ace of Cups. I hate to see you go, but I love to see you walk away. So whoever this is, they definitely like you, and they're trying to. There's 2 people that like you. One's kind of grimy, and one isn't. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. This is how they see you. You're just like, mm-hmm. Okay, what's the back? Oh, look at that. She's heading over to save people. See, look, she's saving people. She's like, I'm awesome. I'm, I'm standing in my light, basically, in life. I've done slayed the demons. I've done grown. I've done grew up. Like I said, you might be older, like in your early 20s, maybe. Maybe. Like I said, I don't put a cap on that. But you're older, you know? You're older and wiser. And you're doing that, and you're heading, your destiny, basically, where you're heading to, is to go help and save others. So you help people because of your solidness. So she's holding that bird. This bird, someone sent off the bird and she's receiving it. No, no. Where? Hold on. What time it is? Okay, we'll take that one. The Hanged Man. Okay, so you sat around doing nothing for a while. Maybe this is community work. Maybe it's not even, you don't even get paid. You sat around. Look at this guy. side of it. He sat around looking at everything, just taking it all in, like, I guess as a witness. He like he watched a lot of his life, waiting for the right time to take himself off the thing. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what the 10 is. I'm sorry. The Lover's underneath. What a strange image. It's like you unite people through their differences. And you do it all on your own, and you do it with that little symbol. You do it very spiritually, like unseen, almost unnoticed. But you help mediate. You're a mediator. You're very good at, maybe you're a medium, but you're very good at bringing in two different energies and making them understand, you know, making them come together. No, does every card have to fall? Four of Wands. Oh, wow. On top of the hungry eyes. So what is, oh, interesting. That person thinks you're their twin. Hanged Man again. Wow. Okay, lots of Pisces energy. Did I pull 5 cards? I did pull 5. The Two of Wands. So yeah, you have a choice on who you want to get. You're gonna have a choice. That's interesting. This is coming in real fast. I won't want it to steal away from all the awesomeness of your reading. It's not that it's not awesome, but there's some Four of Wands energy on the table. I see 2 men. Like I said, Mr. Hungry Eyes, 9 of Cups, manifester, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So you're the 9 of Pentacles. All you're waiting for is like a pinnacle offer, so to speak, to be with that. You're waiting for them to make that offer for you. So, but one of them is also about to make an offer to you as well. You're not sure what to do. You're going to have to make a choice between the 2 lovers, between the 2 guys. Something tells me that maybe they're both going to be good looking. Both going to be, like, I don't know. That guy's so hungry looking. Okay, but he's a show off. That's what it is. One of them is going to be a very show offy person. Page of Pentacles. One of them is not going to be able to give you that pentacle you want. They're going to play games. You know, maybe they're immature. That's the same tower that that she's heading to. So you're going to encounter this person on your path. But with that map, he's got a map there with him. He's flipping a coin. So this person might try to con you, but I have a feeling you're going to see it. 5 of Wands. Yeah, more gossip. People gossip about it. They wonder who you're going to choose. I guess other people know about what's going on in the workforce. They know about this guy that likes you. And like I said, 2 guys, it seems. Or it might be someone that's just got 2 sides to them. My God, can I not drop every card today? Oh no, no. Okay, anything else? No, no more. Ace of Swords, yeah, they're gonna come in and talk to you. The Chariot, you're gonna have to choose. So, I would choose, if I was you, I would be choosing the one that goes with this scene much more, because it seems to be where you need to be work-wise. So whatever doesn't interfere with your work. Lost but not forgotten. That's like I said, like past life stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we got the person to the left is a hoochie slash fuckboy. So this person is hungry eyes. So one of them is hungry eyes, one of them is loyal. Like, you know, this is the one that's loyal. They think that they love you, that they're very happy with with your presence. They think you're new, and they want to know when you're going to start dating again. They want to take you out to coffee, maybe smoke a joint with you. Yes, Capricorn energy. They're very hardworking, this person. The other one's unavailable. Yeah, they're karmically, they're trying to break karmic cycles and things like this. They're like quicksand. No, they're no movement. Okay, not a good worker. Yeah, that's a stressful scene. They're stressful. This one person, but this other person, they got lots of love for you. They may know you, or like I said, the gem. Like you were like the lost piece to their thing. You heal. You know what I mean? This also could happen during a retrograde period. What are we in Mars? I think we're in Mars retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Mars just ended. So yeah, they want to take you out to coffee. They want to know how you like your coffee. Maybe they go get coffee for this place where you work, and they like the way you drink your coffee. They like your recipe. They like how much you put in it, whatever. But they like you. That's stuck. Boom, 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 boom. I think your mind is very colorful, like a spider web of things. You're very knowledgeable randomly on any subject at any unicorn. Yeah, they think you're like, okay, they think you're very unicorny. Third eye stuff too. Oh, but you don't show off. You're not a show off. The peacock was in reverse. Oh, my stomach is acting up all of a sudden. I need more water, maybe. So yeah, they definitely do not think you show off, but you could. I mean, the peacock's gorgeous. Just because he's sitting over there doing nothing with his feathers doesn't mean that he's not gorgeous still. So they see that you're absolutely gorgeous. Your Venus, your Venus is showing, and everyone you're an eye pleaser. Not eye candy though. That's kind of crude, and that's not what I get. Eye pleaser, like if you're like, say you're a secretary, anyone that walks in is very pleased to lay their eyes on you. Male, female, child, doesn't matter. You have a very nice, warm, inviting look to you. And you don't display your assets, so to speak. Not in that manner. You might wear a little makeup, like you're clean. You practice self-love, so you know what it is. You take care of yourself, but you're just not out there, You're at work, I guess. You see that that's work. I don't do that at work. Fish or Pisces. Lots of Pisces coming through. We had two hangmans and this Pisces card too. You're very yeah, you're surprising. You're you're very okay. You can be like the whale, very slow and majestic and calm and serene. But you can also be like the fish. So you can work alone, you can work in a group. This also could be your schooling, because school's a fish. So this could be something with school. Doesn't really feel like it, but yeah, definitely. Oh, I think we're done. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, we are done. So I hope you enjoyed it. That brought you lots of insight into your career. I'm going to clean up now. Thank you. Bye. Wake up, hungry eyes. deck is terrible to shuffle, so I will separate these for that deck. They come out too chunky. Same with my index cards. Oh no, where did you go? My life. Oh no, where did you go? Oh, I know why my stomach's acting up. I have no more pot. I haven't smoked pot all day. For some reason, I feel like crap, stomach-wise. My God, I'm confusing myself. This is so confusing. Bam. Now we're on to temperance. Where's my temperance card? Pardon? Where did my temperance card go? Where did that stack of cards even go? Oh, a good thing I'm on a break. Not a break, but I'm in between shuffles. Where is the other deck? I don't see it anywhere here. Don't see it there. It must be in here. No, it's not. The deck is gone. So that's silly. Where's my temperance card? I'm not happy about this. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There's only so many places it can be. Okay, well, I seem to have lost the deck. How did I lose a deck? Let's see. Those are it. No, those are my deck. I lost this deck. Like how and where and why? Where did it go? That makes sense. Let's check. Apparently. No, it's totally not in here. Oh no, I really did lose something. And the temperance card left with it. Oh no. Well, I guess we'll just stop at 2. Oh well. I have to pee anyways. So. Oh gosh, there it is right there. But where's the temperance card then? I didn't put it away. Strange. I put it back there right away. I found it. We will continue with pile 3. But I need to shuffle. Oh god, I thought that was someone knocking again. Freaked me out. I just gotta shuffle. Flopping. Ooh. Okay. dinner after this. Try to catch it. Okay. Oh God, where did I put the temperance card now? Oh, I found it. Oh goodness. Okay, it's in reverse, so that's your energy. So, temperance in reverse. So this job might not be working out for you. Or it might be just a very trialing, timing job. Jesus, 142. Okay. So let's start with these. Your temperance in reverse. What's the gossip for you around your work environment or schooling, institutions, anything that isn't like, at home chilling? This takes a while because of all the shuffling. That's why I do the cherry pick. It really narrows it down. It gives me just 10 minutes to do all the piles and then I read them. So I might have to go back to that because this is proven to be very long if I want to do picks. And I like picks. Oh, no, oh gosh. Okay, so you're lighting your path. It's very dark, whatever it is you're doing. Not the work, oh my God, you're not doing dark things, okay? But it's at night. Something at night and bridging gaps. Okay, so the gossip would be that you're a trailblazer. You bridge gaps, you got like a good way of talking to people. Kind of messy though. There might be someone out. Why did I grab whatever? I want one more. So there's someone at work maybe that sees you just holding a red ribbon. So you have some heartbreak on you. You want to travel to someone that you're in love with. You're like the rising sun, and they're funny. Okay. So you don't, this gives you despair. Okay, so, okay. You have the hots for somebody at work, and you extend offers to them. They accept the offer. So maybe you ask somebody on a date or vice versa, but it caused tension in the workplace from another girl. There's another girl that liked this person, and you didn't know about it. So it kind of was like, damn, I didn't really. So maybe you want to do this and you know they'll accept the offer, but you're not doing it. You're holding on to your thread. And this is causing despair. Okay. The person, the masculine situation, must really want to give you an offer too. This woman in the middle is preventing it. So I don't know if they're together or if she just likes them. But yeah, remember your roots. This person is someone from your past. Maybe a past love, but or just past life. Yeah, they're part of your tree of life. They're part of your roots. They just want to take you out and spoil you. That's interesting. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So they're saying that um, you're just full of so many surprises. You're very funny. They weren't expecting you to be funny. So the people at your job think you're funny. But there's definitely, maybe it's your boss. Okay. If this isn't about romance, then you're just a trailblazer. Like I said, you're making connections, you're doing the damn thing, you're burning rubber, and the boss notices. Okay. But like I said, this causes some tension between you and another woman, you know, and it kind of makes the boss like in a state of despair. Maybe they want to fire you because of it. Okay, so they're not going to, this person wants them to fire you, but they're not, they're putting the person in a very tight squeeze. And they left. They didn't do it. They ran off to themselves and preserved. And they decided, no, 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 no. I don't care if it makes this person upset to have this person working here. I'm going to keep them working here. They help grow the company. I have a strong sense of roots with this person. Like I know this person. Maybe you do know the person. Maybe they're hired you as a friend. So yeah, you're bringing in prosperity to wherever you're working. You know what I mean, whatever it is you're doing, your job is growing it. Okay, almost like luck. Like they see you as good luck. So this person in the middle here is very jealous of the fact that you make the company grow and that you're helping it gain fortune and helping the company have good luck and just good experiences. Okay, that you're very balanced. Okay, protective, but you have your boundaries up, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotion. So you don't really talk to these people very much. You keep to yourself and you just do your work because you need your money. You need a job. You're trying to pay for things in life and you need a job. So this person doesn't want to fire you because they're like, no, I'm not going to be the person that kicks them out of a job because this other person's just jealous, basically. Yeah, you're very confident. Be what you want to see. You're very good at being who you truly are. The way you treat others is the way you want to be treated and such, you know? So you treat people with a really good respect because you probably have a lot of respect for yourself. Temperance in reverse, though. So that's why I said this is a scene. Compassion. Tread a little more tenderly. So this person, they're saying try to have compassion for this person that's jealous. Something tells me you already do. But they're saying to have compassion for them because I don't know, maybe they're going through something. We're not getting too deep here. But you're helping them grow out of this. I think they're just initially jealous and they're worried that they'll get fired. But I don't think this guy's gonna fire anybody. So with time, that's what will be seen. Yeah. So this person became aware of the fact that this person was just trying to make you maybe look bad so that they would fire you because they can analyze you themselves and they can see that is not it. Yeah, it awoke in them and now they're strong. They understand that you need to work there. Regardless of how this person feels, this person's going to have to just work through their emotions because they're saying that I'm not going to fire anybody. Okay. The back of the deck was joyfulness in reverse. So yeah, that's kind of goes backwards. I don't like it in reverse. So once the awareness comes in, I guess he speaks to this person and to you. What was moving over there? Once once the air starts to get cleared, then you're gonna. What did I say? You're gonna have some more rejuvenation and joy. Joy's gonna come back into the scene. So seventh house, Virgo. You're very respectful, serving of others. You pay attention to detail. and you do what you got to do. That's why I said I think that you just got this job because you need money. You need a job. And this lady's like copy, you know, getting all in your way, like trying to fuck up your money, basically. You probably need money. Everybody needs money. So yeah, you're very cooperative, balanced, and fair, diplomatic. You're great with relationships. That's why I said maybe you do personal relationships. Maybe you're like a consumer relations, something like this. Okay, because you pay attention to such detail, you're perfect for the job. Methods of healing power. Yeah, you look at things and yeah, okay, so you definitely are a perfectionist, but you do a very good job at analyzing what you perfect and what you don't, like your boundaries. You have very healthy boundaries. You might not have always been like this, but doing that makes you feel secure. Okay, working here is very secure for you. It gives you money, it gives you support for your home and family, and they see that. He sees that. The person that's the boss, they see that. They don't care about your past families, past issues, your histories, your educations. They don't care if you're not necessarily up to the job fundamentally. Like you might not have degrees, things like this. They see it as you're great for this job, regardless of that. Like certain things you can't learn in school. So you might not be educated, like on paper, you know? Hmm. Acorns and trees. Yeah. You're working just to keep your support your family. Okay? Blessings, good fortune, and grantings of Jupiter, you know. Learn or teach, be positive, and grow and expand. So, yeah, you're the type of person that comes on the work scene and you just blow it up. You do it and you do it well. Like I said, almost like you tap into like a past energy. Maybe you've worked in this career before and you just didn't tell anybody. You know, maybe you've always wanted to have a job like this. Okay? And you, so it feels like you were born to do it. Oh, no, 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 no. We're getting there. We're almost done with this pickup card. I wanted it to be about 20 minutes per, but you know, I picked too many decks. It's my own fault. That's why I gotta cherry pick. Gotta stick with cherry picking. So we got Cancer, Libra, and Virgo. Well, we also pulled the Elements card, so there might be all sorts of signs. You have what it takes. So yeah, maybe this person kind of made you feel like maybe you shouldn't even work here. I don't have a degree. I don't even know if I should do this job. But you're a leader, okay? You lead everything and you work out of love. So I mean, you can't go wrong when you work from love, you know? That you have exactly what it takes for this job. So don't let anything discourage you. This person wants to, they put them in a, like I said, a rock and a hard place. Maybe they said, if you don't fire them, I'm going to quit. And they realized, they took time out. They had to take time out and figure out what the hell they were going to do about this because this person didn't like you. I said didn't, so maybe they like you now. Maybe this is in the past. Mm. Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's looking past it. He's not holding any grudges on her. It's not even letting whatever she was trying to do um, change their perspective of you. So it says there's only two type of people, those you now love and those you will. So they're saying basically with time, you guys are going to be friends. They're going to bridge. You're going to build a bridge. You're going to bridge the gap. Okay? You and this foe. Because something tells me you're very much alike. They just might not have as much confidence as you, so they, got jealous. Yeah, they're just doing their best. They're doing what they think is right, so they just might be a highly suspicious person, and they just called you out, and they were wrong. And they say that you're able to overlook things like this, and so is your boss. So together, I think it's going to make this person do the same thing, and everything's going to come together and more peaceful and harmonious. Yeah, they're going to be a little more tender about you. They're going to try to be more friendly with you. They don't think it's going to work. They don't think you guys will ever be friends, but they have compassion, and the boss is aware that you're very confident and good at your job. And the other person is too. They lead with compassion though, like they just have a real strong passion for this job. So I said it's everyone's doing their best. It's saying don't hate her. Don't hate them. Okay? Don't get angry. Something tells me you don't. Yeah, I hurt you. Yeah, so look forward to it because you guys are going to end up being really good friends, apparently. I think you guys are, that's usually how it happens. Someone doesn't like someone and then they end up best friends. Oh, goodness. You know? So I think maybe this is what's going to happen with you guys. There's some type of sexual attraction though. I mentioned it very briefly in the beginning. I'm thinking all of this has to do with the person in the middle having a crush or, having an interest, a love interest in the person that's the boss. And maybe the boss looked at you. You might have caught their attention, but I believe it was just from a bossly perspective. Anything that they said was like, ooh, like a compliment towards you, and it made them jealous because they might like them. They have a flame, they have a candle burning for that person. Yeah, harmony. See, you guys are gonna have harmony soon. So cheer up, okay? She's all down. Maybe you don't like when people aren't friendly with you, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? It's my coworker. You're funny. You make jokes. Okay, so good cheer is coming. You're not going to be down no more. You see the girl that's happy, that's all fairy-like and telling, look at it. You know? Yeah, this person's going to work very hard to be harmonious towards you. You're not going to have to do any of the work. They're going to, yeah, they're going to, yeah, they're going to work tirelessly to make it up, I guess. Make it up to you. Because they realized that they were wrong. So all there is to love has been there all along. So this person never disliked you. They just got jealous. Oh gosh, your boss must be very beautiful. Your boss is hot. That's destiny. So you're supposed to work here. All of this was fated. Whatever job it is you're doing, you're good at it for a reason. Them getting jealous, it's just for them for personal growth, most likely. We had the growth card, yeah. Where's the growth card? Whatever. There was a growth card. There was something about growth. So that's to trigger their growth, their insecurity. You trigger their insecurities, and maybe, see, maybe these two are actually meant to be together. Maybe they are together, and that maybe helped stir up the passion. I don't think you were trying to do any of that. You're like, look, I don't want my nose in any of y'all's business. Not at all. But that is how it goes with destiny. I don't know what those are from, so leave my schematic then. One of them was from my last reading, so just in case. So, no, there's a growth card right there. It's right under her. So yeah, you were supposed to trigger this growth with them. So I have a feeling that she's part of your soul family. Because she comes around and tries to change everything, change the whole like scene, so to speak. It ends up being kind of like I said, you guys end up being like best friends, BFF stuff. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, chin up and all that sort of talk. Put your chin up. You're starting to put your chin up. You're not looking down anymore, but you're You're on the verge. Once the harmony starts to seek in, you're not going to be so sad. Your boss isn't going to be any scared anymore. Maybe your boss probably thinks you're both beautiful people. I don't think your boss is interested like that. Maybe. Maybe not going there. You're good enough. Okay, so this person finally realizes you are good enough for this job. You are the person for this job. Okay? And they start to really go in to try to, I guess, not build confidence, but to mend it, to make up for everything that they did behind your back. You know, all the bad mouthing. I think they were doing it just to protect the company, protect its image, protect whatever. Like I said, it could also be because it could also be because they like now they like their boss, and they might have just got jealous because they see it as you were doing so great. They're like, oh my god, they're gonna catch my boss's eye. And I've been working tirelessly to have him notice me. I mean, look, she's dressed so pretty. So this person gets nice and dressed up for work, you know. Don't forget, we got rainbows. So we have masculines and feminine energies, but it could also be all same sex. Confidence is your key to success. So your success at work lies in your confidence. Keep your confidence about you. Because this job was made for you. Surrender to the divine. Live and let live, you know. Just keep working, be harmonious towards everyone at work. So they're telling you already are. So continue that. And if you haven't been, if you've been on the fence about what you should do, don't quit your job, that's for sure. Because it's about to have a turnaround. Ace of Swords, yes. Okay, so they're going to come in. This is going to be news to you. They're going to come in and it's going to be like, it's going to be like a 180. I picture one of those scenes where you come into work and she bought you a coffee and some donuts around the, I always say coffee and donuts, but they thought of you and you're gonna be like, oh, thanks, type of thing. Yeah, they're leaving that in the past. They are no longer, they're no longer gonna try to win over you. You're gonna make this person grow up a bit. They're gonna leave that sort of behavior behind them. They may even quit their job eventually. Like she's leaving with a patch of money. So this person might be going on a trip because there's a candle that's still in one of those cups. So they're coming back. They're not staying gone. So maybe during this time is when they'll grow. The Five of Swords, yeah, because all they do is sit around gossiping about you, trying to like sabotage you at the moment. Like that's what they were doing. They're trying to sabotage you. And they got the Nine of Swords. Oh my God, your boss is like, I don't know what to do about this women. I don't know what to do. What do we got? Ah, the Fool card. Yeah, walking away. You almost want to quit and just let it go. That's why I said don't, because this is what's on the other side. I'm standing there holding a nice pretty flower. Okay, so I think that's what it is. Maybe your boss is worried you're both going to quit. We're both going to I think everyone's just going to drop it and move on. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're going to offer you love. They're going to, like, not maybe romantic love, I don't know. But no, they're going to basically share the love. They're going to invite you in to their, this is upside down, to their love. There's judgment. Their boss might have told them to do it. And even though they were told, they were like, no. But now that they've grown, they're like, okay. You know, like this person doesn't seem that happy about it, okay? They're kind of like going with it and hoping that it'll turn around. Like, here's my love. Here's this donut. Here's this cup of coffee. So it might be a little stagnant at first, the way they the way they change. The chariot's here. It's written in the stars. So this makes me think of your boss, and this makes me think of you too. This one is her, this one is you. One works more in the light aspects, one's more in the dark, in the shadows. She's even heading into a dark room. She has her head down too, like she's, you know what I mean? Like she's a little shamed. The other person's just like, whatever, but they're both beautiful. They're both the same. One's just not, they're not identical, but they're both the same creature, you know? They're both built to pull the chariot. They're both built to lead and pull this company, so to speak, this figurehead. They're both, you know. So you just seem to be super into it, and the other person does too. They're just jealous, but they're gonna come out of that. They're gonna realize they're being stupid. This is the sun card. So the sun is setting in this card, or rising, excuse me. Yes, the sun is about to rise, and once it does, actually, no, the sun is shining on that side. No, sun's about to rise, and once it arises, then you're going to be able to see that, you know, everything's fine. Yeah, this person's very Six of Pentacles. Your boss is very overseer, overlooker. He's watching all of it, and he's meticulously planning and building, and he he's basically working tirelessly. He's hoping you two can just get along and neither of you quit. Because he told that person that he's not firing you or her. Okay. Yeah, 208. Jesus, this is probably my longest video. Starfish. So yeah, you stole a show. You became overnight star at their tiger. She's a very fierce tiger woman. But she was in reverse, so she wasn't working really good. She was working from jealousy, hiding in the dark, waiting for ways to pounce, so to speak, moments to attack, you know, seizing opportunities, negative aspects of the tiger, you know, eye of the tiger. Yeah, they were rocky. Maybe they wanted to fight you. Maybe they even wanted to punch you. This person might have a lot of anger issues. They might have just talked shit about you, though. You're going to be friends. Temperance card will be reversed. I said you're going to end up being best friends. Almost like family. Like I said, fourth house. What do we got? 2 more stacks? That's not bad. Yeah, this person might be a little narcissistic. Just a tinge. Because they might have to work from their ego. We got the Sun card. Your boss is not very egoic. You can see the bigger picture. He's trying to build. And he lets you in. He lets you in to this business. And that's fine. You're like, thank you. I'm glad for the opportunity. But then this other person's like, hold up. Why'd you hire her? Da, 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 da. She's not good for this. Look, she's messing up here. Or look, she's doing that there. And, like making it like, trying to make the person want to fire and throw him nuts. He's like, listen, I hired that person for a reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know his reason for hiring you. Maybe they do like you. But either way, someone tells me they just think it's because you're best for the job. So the person just has to make way. Okay, how many times am I going to see the beaver? We're pulling it. She-wolf. So the beaver. Yeah, they're building a very strong, like I said, they're building this very strong foundation for their company. This might be a startup company. But they spotted you. You're like the wolf, the lone wolf. So I guess they took a chance on you. It was in the reverse, so you might have just been like They let the stray in, like they brought a stray in. Oh, but you were the dragon. You were, like I said, you were born for this job. This job is is a joke to you almost. Like you do it with your eyes closed. So they're like, that boss is like, oh my God, I knew there was a reason why I hired this person. She wolf. Okay, you're a lone wolf, Mars. That could be about y'all's tension. Not now. Okay. So this isn't happening yet. The growth has not triggered. Okay. Just talk shit about your ass, your love life. Someone's married or divorced. Yeah, yeah. You've closed your heart to love. They can see that you're not even looking for love. So yeah, past life or maybe just a past friend. Maybe that's how you got hired because they, like I said, they hired you out of like a friendship thing. The clothes. Think about the clothes you wear. Do it for you. So this boss really has like a sweet spot for you, like as a friend, as a possible future romance, because we do got the flame card. It could be a past flame too, and they're just a friend now. It's work only though. They're not trying to, it isn't that. They're trying to give you a second chance and help you. They want to drink soda and tea. They're not an alcoholic. These people don't drink. So it's interesting. They wanna basically give you soda, tea, anything like coffee. Okay, maybe you're a secretary, so it makes me think of a job like where maybe your job is to give people drinks and stuff too. But either way, they want to give you drinks. They want to take care of you. They want to show you hospitality. And they have. That's why they hired you. So he's like, I didn't hire them to fire them. You're going to have to come a lot harder to get me to fire. Feel it in the air. Oh, wow. I've never even had that card pop out. That's a Beanie Siegel song. I can feel it in the air. I can hear it in your voice. Yeah. They're like, okay, you knew it. You could feel the tension in the air. And you could hear it in her voice when she spoke to you. He or she, it could be feminine, masculine, but this is so specific. You thought it was in your head, but you could feel it. You could feel it in the air. The song's about going to jail, I think, about getting raided on, but basically, you could sense that something was up. Okay, you're the she-wolf. She-wolves. So with that, you were like, oh God, what am I gonna do? Maybe you talked to your boss. Maybe you were gonna talk to your boss, but you didn't do it now. I don't know. Kings and queens. So you just want everyone to act grown and respectful. You're very divine with your behavior. You're very clean, organized, clean cut. Like you're not you're not petty. And you expect everybody else to be, and you're definitely not looking for love. Wow, that card popped out twice in one day. Time After Time by Cindy Lauper. Oh. So yeah, you encounter this time after time. You always meet a foe, and they always talk shit, and then maybe you always become friends with them. You're the wolf. You decide who you come up to and be friends with. Oh my gosh, I'm freezing all of a sudden. So there, that's basically what I have for you. So yeah, soon your temperance at work will be restored. You will have nice temperance. No more guffing and arguing and feeling like, no, none of that in the air anymore. The feeling in the air will change. And you'll feel a lot more accepted and you'll be very joyful and everything's just going to work out with you. So keep your humor about you. People like that. That's really what helps bridge the gaps is your humor, your ability to make people laugh. Okay, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a little long, but I don't know. It is what it is. Bye.